Alright, let's look at the section 1.3, how to solve inequalities. Alright, so problem number 45. Alright, so inequality is x squared minus 10x is greater than 0. Alright, so inequality is too hard, so I'm going to pretend that this is equality. Then think about what I would do if I were to solving the equality. Alright, so 10x is equal to 0. Alright, so this is simply a quadratic equation, so we would try to factor it out. In this case, x is in common, so I'm going to just factor x out. Then what's left would be x from the first term minus 10. Right, so we want this to be 0. Right, so which means that we know that x has to be 0 or 10. Right, so we know that this left hand side is going to be equal to 0 if x is 0 or x equals to 10. Right, but we don't want 0. We want the left hand side to be positive. Right, so I'm gonna draw a number line here. Right, so I'm gonna call this function, this left hand side function, say f of x. Alright, so we have f of x, and f of x becomes 0 when x equals 0, so I'm gonna put 0 here, and when x equals 10, so put 10 there. Right, so this function value, right, so function value is 0 and the 0 there. Right, so what you want to do is find any sample point on each interval. So for example, on this interval we want to determine the sign, so any number less than 0, so I'll try -1. So plug in -1 into this function, so -1 squared and -10 times -1. So it's going to be -1 squared is 1 and plus 10, so that's 11, which is definitely a positive number here. Right? And you can try any number between 0 and 10. I like 1, so I'll try x equals 1. But if you plug in 1, you have 1 minus 10, so it's -9, which means that it is a negative value there. Right? And we can try anything bigger than 10, so let's try like 11. So if you try 11, and you will get f of 11 would be, alright, what's this, 11 squared is 121. You don't really need to compute this, we just need to know the sign. But the 11 times 10, so it's going to be 110. So that's going to be 11. So we know that that's going to be positive. Alright, so you can see that we want the left hand side, which is f of x, to be positive. So on this interval, from anything less than 0 and also anything greater than 10 will give you a positive value. Sorry, this I meant that to be positive. Alright, so the solution set is going to be, for this one, solution set. Right, so anything less than, so it's starting from -infinity and then go all the way to 0. Right, not including 0 because this is a strict inequality. And the union, then we have 10, then go to positive infinity. Right, so this would be the solution set of this inequality. Right, that's it. I hope that this was clear.